340 Design Methods taught us students how to think and design new things by developing a robot. And it started off like this, but we ended up with a robot that looked like this, the final product. We did this through a lot of prototyping, examining our subfunctions, and improving the simple subfunctions of each system of our robot. And through improving these simple things, we turned out with an amazing result. Designing our robot turned out to be a lot more work than we had thought, but we learned a lot while we did it. As mentioned before, we each focused on a specific subsystem and made it better. Now we're going to hear from each of our group members about which part they played in making our robot the ultimate bot to win the competition.
The main features of our chassis is that we've made a base with polycarbonate to make it strong and durable. We've also made the front very narrow so that we could improve the maneuverability of the robot in the ring.
The strong polycarbonate was very durable against any damage that might be inflicted upon it. We also made our chassis nimble to keep the size as small as possible and not be oversized and bulky.
So after our first competition, an obvious flaw of our design was having no protection on the front of the bot. And we had many exposed wires that endured damage during the competition, so an obvious change that we had to make was a method of defense. And to solve this issue, we developed a scooped plow made out of sheet metal to attach to the front of the robot. This plow provides protection as it fully covers the bot's sensors, Arduino, and connecting wires. It is essential to keep these parts intact as they allow for the bot to maintain its basic functionality.
So after the initial competition, we noticed that there were some major issues with the traction of our robot. It was slipping out and a lot of force was being lost because of the poor traction of the tires. There were two components that made our tire design successful: having the right silicone, smooth-on 0030, and making negatives with our desired tread designs. I used AutoCAD to design the molds and had them 3D printed so we could produce our desired treads. This allowed us to easily create the new treads for our tires and test them. The silicone was amazing. It gave our bot an advantage over all the others as we had immense traction on the ring and we weren't losing any power to slipping.
I think the searching function is the most important part of the entire code, so we decided to put all of our attentions on modifying the searching function. So to maximize the searching speed, this is like the actual competition, the ring for the competition. So this is our robot and this is the opponent. To maximize the searching speed is we can just make our robot turn to right at the beginning of the match and just directly detect the opponent and will charge forward to it.
The competition was quite stressful at times as we were constantly afraid of our robot imploding upon itself and eliminating itself under its own power. We made several last-minute modifications that really proved to be helpful. The addition of foam on the bot prohibited other teams' ultrasonic sensors from pinging back off our bot and detecting our bot. We also made covers for all the sides with hinges. This allowed our robot to be waterproof, but also allowed us to have easy access to all of the inside components while keeping everything protected so that nothing could damage our inside components. And we also filled our tires full of lead shot so that they were heavier, which would give us more traction and also make it harder for other bots to push us out of the ring.
She just needs a turn.
Yeah, bro, we needed to turn.
But it's not letting us turn, bro.
Well, you need to get caught on something and just stall. Yeah. If you can get a reset, that's huge.
Well, look, they haven't moved. They haven't moved in a while. They haven't moved in a while. Who's got the stopwatch?
Come on, where's the movement?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there.